Boxeo sports fans and Friday Fight Night fans. Here we go, 12 rounds of boxing for the vacant British Light Welterweight Championship and the coveted Lord Lonsdale's Challenge Belt.
You received your instructions in the dressing room. You know what to expect of you. Shake hands, come out boxing.
All ready to go here then. And among the judges for this one, Terry O'Connor, whose controversial decision in the John McDermott-Tyson Fury fight last week has caused a furore. There'll be a board hearing about that this coming Wednesday. And Frank Maloney will be trying to get the decision declared a no contest. The row about that one goes on. He's among the three judges tonight. Lenny Daws in the yellow gold trunks, if you like, the green of Scotland's Barry Morrison, looking to produce the intensity and desire he showed when he won this title against Lenny Daws 2.5 years ago at Alexandra Palace. He says he likes fighting away. Doesn't matter that most of the crowd here are Lenny Daws fans. He says that will just lift him.
Well, I think these boys will pick up where they left off 2.5 years ago. Daws needs to start a little bit quicker. He needs to get his boxing going, use that height, a little bit of reach.
Daws can often be a slow starter. In fact, he's been down in the first round in a couple of his fights. He came back to win them both, and he was pretty slow starting in the first contest between these two. He'll be aware of that little problem in his makeup.
Daws starting off with that double jab, getting pretty sharp with that punch.
Looking taller, Lenny Daws, as indeed he is. Good little left hand from him there. Pumped up. Really wants his British crown back. He's unbeaten in his last 6 fights. One of them was a draw against Nigel Wright for an English title. Good little run though. Morrison's form a little patchy.
Daws has already beaten Nigel Wright for the British title. So that's good class. And a win over Colin Lyons, not bad either.
And that was an excellent win. Lyons wasn't himself that night for some reason. Retired after 9 rounds against Daws. The arena ringing to pro Lenny Daws chants here from his London fans.
Daws wants to be looking for the jab, double it up, and then look for a straight right. Try and keep his punches straight early on. Morrison likes to get the hooks on. He needs to get close to do that. And that's where Daws can counter him with the straight punches.
Slightly the faster start by Daws. Better tonight. He hasn't been stuck in the starting blocks as he often has been in the past in his career. John Keane, by the way, is the referee for this one. Very experienced official who's often handled some very, very big Las Vegas contests or has been called up to judge them. Maybe Daws just nicking the opening session.
Keep busy behind the jabs and right hands.
There's Robert McCracken, one of our best trainers at work with Lenny Daws in the corner.
Yeah, telling him to keep it straight, lefts and straight rights as he comes in looking for the hooks. Morrison.
Second round, gold trunks. Lenny Daws, Barry Morrison in the green. Both of them former holders of this title, which is vacant going into this contest tonight. And Jose Alusagan, who did hold it, has vacated to concentrate on the WBC eliminator.
Started a little more brightly in this round, Morrison. Already landed 2 good hooks, a left and a right.
Morrison's already failed in one bid to regain this championship against David Barnes, and another fight against that opponent fell through. He's had a few fall through on him, Morrison. Good right hand there. from Morrison, and a couple of body punches as well. Daws usually likes to get on the front foot, make his opponents fight. Morrison can be a little slow on his feet at times. Doesn't usually like to fight movers, so Daws might suit him a bit better.
Just a bit too much holding there. The styles gelled well in their first meeting, and we're hoping they do again.
Good jabbing by Daws off the back foot. Very aware that he does have a home advantage here. That's quite clear if you're sitting amid the din in the arena here in East London tonight.
Yep, that's okay, but he's got to make that work for him. He's got to have a good work rate. Keep to the plan Robert McCracken has made for him. Try and get this title back.
Good body shot there from Barry Morrison.
Getting into it more now. Morrison's starting to land with some decent hooks, working the body.
Morrison landed a low blow in there. That was why there was the slight gap in proceedings. Good right from Daws, but back came Morrison with a body punch. Two of them almost swapping blow for blow in this second round, in which Barry Morrison has done rather better than he did in the opening session.
Morrison looking for that quick right hand. He's had some success with that.
Even Steven, isn't it, in this session?
Going back a little bit, Daws. A few good punches at the end.
He broke British hearts, then left the ring, still undefeated. Floyd Money Mayweather. He was the best pound-for-pound fighter.
The king is back.
How you like me now? Now he's got to prove he's still the man. How you like me now? Juan Manuel Marquez, himself a world champion at 3 weights, is moving up
I don't like easy fights.
to tackle the showman in Vegas. Mayweather v Marquez, Saturday night, 2 a.m. live on Sky Sports 1 and HD1.
See your job, you want your job, you're
Welcome back to the York Hall in Bethnal Green in this big weekend for boxing. Floyd Mayweather's comeback live on Sky Sports in the early hours of Sunday morning for you against Juan Manuel Marquez.
Corners 10 seconds.
Morrison doing better in this one against Lenny Daws in the second round.
Sends out to round 3.
Round 3 for the British 10-stone crown. Hard to know where the loser of this one is going to go. For the winner, a springboard to some nice purses and good opportunities. It's that important for these guys. And they're going to fight like that as well. Morrison thought he was going to be on the undercard here tonight until Alusican vacated. But he was in shape, he was ready, and that's why he's in there for the title now.
Yes, whoever loses, chances are going to be hard to come again, aren't they?
Great combinations from Daws there. Maybe his best purse so far. Loves to take the fight to his opponents, Lenny Daws.
Well, he can do that here, but he's got to keep the punches straight and use that jab to good effect.
Morrison, 2 successes to the body. Little reminder that he's still around in this session.
And the right hand there from Morrison landed well.
Often these British title fights produce some of the best action we see in domestic rings, which is what you would expect. For a lot of fighters, this is about the pinnacle. Because they know they're probably not going to be able to get too much further than British European level. That feeling of having coveted Lonsdale belt put around your waist.
I think all British fighters want that. It means so much, the Lonsdale belt.
Neither fighter's really taken full control of this so far. Good left hook from Morrison, who looks steady, quite controlled, fighting to his own plan. Good body shots again. I think he's making a target of Daws' body, and there's quite a lot of body to aim at, isn't there?
Yeah, he's mixing the punches up quite well, Morrison. He's got that, for me, he's got a little edge and speed as well when he whips those hooks in.
Daws has got a bruise under his left eye. Very little in it early on, just like we kind of thought it would be. Morrison was a 4-1 underdog when he won the first fight.
Big weekend of boxing on Sky Sports, the early hours of Sunday morning. Floyd Mayweather against Juan Manuel Marquez. We'll have news of the weigh-in later on this Friday fight night, but make sure you join us for the action Sunday morning, 2 o'clock, Sky Sports 1 and HD 1.
Yep, that's a must-watch fight, I think, for every boxing fan this weekend. Here's the fourth round of this one. Gold trunks, Lenny Daws. The green of Scotland's Barry Morrison, with Archie Mackay working his corner. Morrison, who's been boxing since he was 8 years old. Daws only has a 1 each reach advantage, but it looks more than that, doesn't it, when you see them?
Yeah, it does. He looks taller. You think he'd be longer, but not by much. Morrison has a little bit better rhythm. He moves from the waist better. Looking for the hooks, but falling short with those punches.
And often occupying centre ring, not at the moment, Morrison. Cut damage by the right eye, by the look of it now, for Lenny Daws, as well as a bit of bruising under the left eye. He's getting a bit marked up.
He looks quite confident, Morrison, as he takes centre ring. He's making Daws circle around the outside and have to do that a little bit more work.
Picked him in for the little right hand as he circled as well.
And again, it's Morrison who beats Daws to the punch.
I wonder whether Morrison feels he might have Lenny Daws' number, having beaten him once already. Just a few problems for Daws with a bit of facial damage. I think much at the moment. Rather confident, Barry Morrison.
Yeah,
nice right hand.
Morrison's just settled that bit better. And I think he's got that edge and speed, and I think that's just making the difference at this stage.
A student of the game, Barry Morrison. One of his real heroes was Arturo Gatti, who we so tragically lost recently.
There's not a lot between them in these sessions, but just a sharper work for me from Barry Morrison.
He's done better in this round, I think, Morrison.
Okay, listen, keep your rhythm, all right? Gloves nice and light, it's only a scratch, don't worry, all right? Here. Nice rhythm. Yeah, nice rhythm, Len. Okay, nice rhythm. Okay. Give me the double jab right hand now.
Just getting the better, just forcing it. Barry Morrison looking for the sharper hooks, and he's the one that's just got the more eye-catching punches of the two. Not a great deal in these rounds. He's got a nice rhythm, Morrison. Just a little lean and then whips that left hook in.
He's boxing like a fighter who knows his whole career is kind of on the line here. Landed a few more, as you can see, according to the computer so far. Here's round 5. Green and white, Barry Morrison. Split decision winner of the first contest between these two. Although the third judge on that occasion, Dave Paris, who also is among the scorers tonight, had it by 5 points on that night to Daws. There are the odds. Morrison 9-4, the draw 20-1, Daws 3-1 on is how they've got it at the moment. You might take the 9-4 Morrison, might you?
Yeah, I think I would at
the moment. Close early on, I'd suggest this.
Yet no one's really took over and getting their authority as yet.
There was a good little body shot by Morrison, who's completely unmarked in comparison to the damage which has accrued on the face of Lenny Daws. His fans have gone a little more silent at the moment. I think they've settled down to the idea that this might be another hard night's work. I think the neutrals kind of knew it would be.
There's the right hand, but partially blocked there from Daws.
Neither of them known as big punchers. Morrison stopped 7 of his 17 wins. Daws 7 out of 19. Usually have to go the long route, and they probably will have to here as well.
A little more ragged in this round, neither one landing with anything clean. Missing quite a few punches.
You're right what you say. Morrison looks the one with the better rhythm, but maybe Dawes' punches just look that little more flashy from the outside, and that could affect the scoring as well. As we've seen recently, boxing scoring can be a very subjective business.
Oh, very much. And neither one is getting through that much in this round. Daws maybe just working a bit harder than Morrison.
Almost nothing between them in some of these sessions. That's good left hand though from Morrison. Right towards the end of the round, which is a handy time to score. There are the rival promoters having a good laugh. Anyway, Barry Morrison's manager and promoter, Tommy Gilmore on the left, Mick Hennessy for Lenny Daws on the right.
Well, close round. The last, but Daws just starting to work a bit harder, landing with a few more cleaner punches.
Round 6. I was just thinking, rival promoters aren't usually on that friendly terms, are they?
No. Or if they are, not for long.
Could tell you a few stories, but we haven't got time now. Green trunks with the white. That's Barry Morrison, the gold of Lenny Daws in this close fight for the British light welterweight title. Can somebody get a stranglehold on proceedings, make a big breakthrough? I'd say every round so far has been close-ish.
Yeah. No one's really took over around and been the boss.
Both of them being allowed to work on the inside, but nobody doing that effective work. And then Daws found a good left hook right at the end of it as they broke away.
Yeah, that was the best punch of that little exchange. Nothing else really scored.
Daws doing some good work here on the outside at the start of this round, finding the range quite well with some of these punches.
One of these two has to lift their game.
Strange the way really Morrison's career went very flat after he won the British title. It should have been the launch pad, but it wasn't. Now he's got a chance to find another launch pad tonight.
Yeah, both fighters lost the British title in their first defence. Neither one took it on.
Pretty attritional stuff. Good right hand again from Daws, who for me is doing the better work in this round anyway, yeah, so far.
I agree with you, Ian. He's landed with the cleaner punches. He's just missing with them hooks that he was throwing earlier on. Morrison just lost a little bit of the rhythm that he had.
Just diving in a little, crowding his work to some extent. Another left hook at the end of it comes in by Daws.
Daws has started to get the measure with the left hook. That's become noticeable. And that's been the difference in this round.
It's an encouraging round this for Lenny Daws, who finds another left hook there. And the jab too. And if he could find the range with that one to set everything else up. I have to say though, that Morrison still looks totally untroubled, but I think that was a Daws round. Now this is a distinguished championship down the years. Dave Boy Green, the old Fen Tiger, held it in the 1970s. After that there was Clinton Mackenzie from the famous South London fighting family, which included Duke, of course. The fighting fireman Terry Marsh, we won't forget him. Big puncher Pat Barrett, the Black Flash as he was called, from Manchester. Andy Holligan, who was a two-time British champion and fought Julio Cesar Chavez, the great Mexican. Ricky Hatton, of course, who won it 9 years ago. And Junior Witter held it for 4 year fairly recently as well, on his way to world glory. So that's the boot prints they're trying to follow in, these two. Here's the 7th round of this one. Gold trunks, remember. Lenny Daws from South London, Morden to be exact, at the end of the northern line. For those of you who know the London tube map. Barry Morrison from a long way away. There's Glenn's scorecard.
Yep, dead level, the halfway stage, all to fight for. Neither one got dominance in this fight yet.
I'm seeing a level fight as well. What do the bookies say? They've now got Morrison now as 11 to 10 on. Switched round a bit. Daws, mind you, the same with 16 to 1 the draw. They're not taking too many chances. They don't know either. Neither do we. Neither does anybody else in this arena. Anyone who tells you who knows which way this fight's going is lying.
Nothing in it. Somebody's got to have a big effort. Somebody's got to try and dig deeper. Who wants it more?
And who's got most down the stretch? The championship rounds. 9, 10 and 11 and 12. I think you can bet your bottom dollar that both of these two, though, will be super fit and primed for 12 hard rounds, because that's exactly what they would have been expecting, the pair of them. Close quarter combat, that might suit Morrison a little more. Just bit of bruising under the right eye now of Morrison. He digs in a left to the body as they work in close. The referee wants a timeout. I think it was a blow, yeah, a bit low. I said to the body, it was the body, but it was the lower part of the body, shall we say.
I think Daws needs to use his jab a bit more than he is. He's allowing the fight to be too close in. He's got the height. He's got to use that.
So he doesn't throw it enough, really.
No, I'd be sending him out there. Double jab, right hand. Keep it straight. But he's just allowing himself to be drawn in too close, so he can't get his punches off.
There's the jab. He doesn't really work behind it. He threw it while he was going backwards almost.
Yeah, he needs to push that off the back foot, double that up with the right hand behind it. Jab again working, but again on the back foot.
It's almost a question of which one of these two can find that little something extra. Maybe that little something different as well. Good right hand. Daws made room for that punch quite well. Found the leverage for it.
Just thinking a bit more in this round, Daws. The same stuff from Morrison. Daws for me.
But another very tight round, I would suggest.
You've just got to put them under there when you're up close. I don't know what you're waiting on. All right, what are you waiting on? As soon as you go underneath, two underneath there straight away, and then turn him, yeah? I don't want you going underneath and not doing nothing.
Well, it's a good fight still to come tonight between Josh Whale, a hot prospect from up in the Barnsley area, confident young Yorkshireman, against former British super bantamweight champion Matthew Marsh. Fascinating one, that. Thrown so far. Daws has thrown one more. Look at that. And Morrison's landed one more. And the success rate's about the same as well. And the fight's pretty level. Split these two if you can.
There's the jab on the back foot moving away. I think he needs to just step in with that jab. Throw with a bit more authority. Just to take Morrison out of rhythm.
Here's round 8. For what it's worth, and I suggest it isn't too much, I have Daws ahead by a point at this stage.
I'm agreeing with that, Ian.
You still need the identification. He's the one in the gold and black, Lenny Daws. Looking to keep up what is a pretty good run in his career. Morrison's the only man to beat him. Is he going to do it again? Daws with a left hook and then a short little right hand as they worked on the inside. Back comes Morrison again. And so it goes on. I'd have to say, when we had this big judging row last week with Terry O'Connor's card in that Tyson Fury-John McDermott fight, this is a very, very difficult one to score, isn't it?
Yeah, this one is. They're both having successes. They're both often very close in with little punches scoring. Daws getting his jab finally working now to more effect. That's what, for me, that's the key for Daws winning this fight. Doubling up on that jab, breaking up the rhythm of Morrison.
See if he can do that. Kind of comes down to that. Which one of them can devise a strategy? That's not a knockdown. The feet just got intertwined. Some people at the back of the hall thought they'd seen something spectacular there from Morrison. The Daws fans were worried for a moment, but it was just that, a stumble. Great atmosphere in here. One of the best that we've experienced. Thunderous noise, isn't it?
Yeah, another good fight, great atmosphere.
Good work again. 3-punch combination from Daws. He finds the right hand.
Daws' best spell in the fight for me.
But everything he does, Morrison just keeps his cool and keeps plugging away with that steady rhythm of his. Like this. Back comes Daws though. Maybe the more eye-catching punches coming from the London man. And those are good too.
Yeah, he's picked it up a little bit. I wonder if he feels that Morrison's starting to weaken a little bit.
Great action here in the 8th. Toe-to-toe action. Both of them landing down. On the floor goes Morrison. The Daws fans are going crazy here, but there will be no count. It is just a slip.
He went down rather heavily and didn't look to get up, didn't he, for somebody that just slipped?
Well,
it doesn't look like he
slipped. But there was no count administered.
No, there wasn't a count administered, but it looked like he got
Very
caught with
tired.
the right hand on the way down.
Well, let's have a look at this again, because it's a bit controversial. Certainly John Keane did not administer a count.
Good jab, he's getting off balance a little bit. No,
there's no punch there that does
not
that.
really.
But why does he stay down like that so long?
Yeah,
Very tired.
Must be starting to really feel it. There was some good punches in that round from Daws, who just left it. You just got the feeling that he sensed that Morrison was starting to feel the pace, and maybe he is, judging by his reaction when he hit the canvas.
He looked like he was, didn't he? Daws got through with some heavy ones. Was that a breakthrough round? That last one, the 8th. The Daws fans think so, don't they? Up on that balcony. Big female following for him as well. 9th round. Daws in the gold trunks. I think you were right, Glenn. You said that Daws felt he might have had him going. He just felt something. But did he? And will Morrison come back? Yes, he will, with 2 big hooks. Look at this from Morrison at the start of the next round. And an uppercut as well. Really good shots from him. That was his answer. Well, if you thought he was spent,
he's going to sustain that. Maybe that's just an immediate reaction. It's down to Daws to force it back.
It's really heating up the action here now. Something's got to give you, Phil.
Yeah, you can tell they're both starting to weaken. They're both starting to get through heavier punches. Good jab there from Lenny Daws.
And he spat out the gum shield, it looked like there to me. Morrison, he's now mouthing away at Daws. Bit of bad feeling. And there'll be a gap here while that gum shield is rinsed off. It looked to me, that, unless I was mistaken, Morrison just let the gum shield slip out of his mouth. Interesting. Who is starting to wilt here?
More of an effort from Morrison, trying to push it. He's just leaning on a little bit there, Morrison. I think he's feeling it, you know. I just sense he's tired.
Giving it a lot, Daws. Another good-looking left hand from him. Looking to wear down Morrison. Was that another sign that Morrison is just feeling the pace of this fight, the way that he let the gum shield slip out, maybe to buy a bit of time? We'll have another look at that, by the way, at the end of the round. Great left hooks, 2 of them there from Morrison. He's not done with yet, you know.
No, shown plenty hard. Not going to lose this easily. If he is to lose, he's going out fighting.
Really has been tremendous action over the last couple of rounds between these two. Morrison's giving it everything. He's walking onto a couple of heavy hooks. But is this a big grandstand effort? Is he really trying to pull it out, feeling the tiredness? Is it one last big effort? Or is he going to be able to sustain this through to the finish? Look at them go for this. Daws. Combination punches from him. The punches and bunches.
Looks physically stronger. Lenny Daws, the gum shield comes out again.
Again, he lost the gum shield. I don't think they're going to hear the bell amid the din in here, you know, at the moment. Been a tremendous fight the last couple of rounds.
And I think he's struggling to breathe. That's why the gum shield's coming out. He's so tired, Morrison. Still, but really got to fight as hard. Big effort from him.
And it's this effort that he's putting in, knocking something out of Daws. Because this has been a good round here by Morrison. Daws has answered him punch for punch, and that's why it's been terrific stuff. and we just about do hear the bell through the mayhem.
Put that back a bit there, hear me? He's just trying to push on you, try to tear me here. Try and keep it straight. Hear me, back in this again there. Hear me, but remember, a tight rounds down here.
Now, let's have a look at this gum shield incident, the first one. My impression was he just spat it out.
Yeah, he did. I think, he's struggling with breathing a little bit. And complaining there to the ref for something.
He was moaning at Daws as well, wasn't he? About something there.
Yeah, maybe feeling Daws is getting a bit rough with the head or something. That was certainly in close, and they looked to have a go.
Corners, 10 seconds.
But definitely showing the signs of fatigue, Barry Morrison.
Seconds out, round 10.
10th round, it's another relentless battle between these two as it was the first time. Gold trunks, Lenny Daws. Morrison's now 7-2 against Daws, is seen as a 6-1 on chance in running, as it were, by the bookmakers. That's if you want to bet as the fight is progressing. Those odds changing all the time, of course.
He's trying to use his jab to good effect. Daws, that's more like it from him. Morrison needs a big effort. He's got to start whipping those hooks in.
Whoever wears the Lonsdale belt at the end of the night is going to really have earned it. Boss on the outside, Daws.
Yeah, changed tactics in this round, and it's working for him.
Just showing signs of the fact that he maybe has matured a bit since the first fight. Looking for revenge here. They say that revenge is a dish best served cold, and this time a very, very tired Morrison collapses on the floor under the welt of the latest punches. This time there is a count. He is tired, he's counted out. He doesn't get up. Lenny Daws is the British light welterweight champion all over again after another terrific battle. And Barry Morrison could not answer the referee's count and stayed down.
He looked at his corner and he shook his head. Barry Morrison, he said he'd had enough. It was getting too hard for him. You could see the signs of fatigue for the last few rounds. He was running on empty, I felt.
What a win that is for Lenny Daws. Knocks out Barry Morrison in round 10. Well, there were distress signals in the couple of rounds beforehand, and then the end came like this.
Yeah. Left, right, left hook, a little bit of delay. Obviously, he's dazed. He went down, and it was there that he decided that was enough. 1, 2, 3 short little punches from Daws.
It wasn't as if those punches just had a big concussive effect of their own. I think they just knocked the last dregs of resistance out of him.
Yeah, a cumulative effect from Morrison. And he looks to the corner now and shakes his head.
Yeah.
And that was where we knew he wasn't going to get up. He'd had enough.
Couldn't give any more. He gave plenty, Barry Morrison, but Lenny Daws triumphs and is now a two-time British light welterweight champion. Look what it means to him. Look what it means to his camp. Robert McCracken and the team, Tony Sims, Mark Seltzer. They will be delighted. Daws is the champ.
Ladies and gentlemen, timekeeper Peter McCann has recorded a time of 1 minute and 30 seconds of the 10th round. On a count out, your winner and the new British welterweight champion and the holder of the Lord Lonsdale Challenge belt. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Lightning Lenny Daws!
Revenge is sweet for Lenny Daws. We'll be talking to him in a couple of minutes' time. Reaction from Johnny Nelson. We look forward to the return of Floyd Mayweather live on Sky Sports in the early hours of Sunday morning. We'll bring you news of the weigh-in.